Every video I make on Brick Daddy minifigures, I get more and more invested in these customs. He's my favorite designer in this community, and now that he's made the switch to almost exclusively pad printing, and really great quality pad printing at that, he's only gotten better. This Matt the Radar Technician is such a niche but great addition. Unfortunately, only 40 of these guys were made, and sold to people active in Brick Daddy's Discord server. But there should be a restock eventually. I love the way the goofy vest is replicated, and the way Brick Daddy designs faces is legendary. The attention to detail of how the glasses sit on his face is excellent. He also uses dual molded legs, which is always a welcome addition to any Star Wars custom. Next is a cancelled minifigure that I was excited for, Galen Erso. I don't really have any Rogue One minifigures besides the 25th anniversary Saw Gerrera and a couple of Death Troopers, so I was really looking forward to expanding that collection. Unfortunately, Galen didn't really come out to Brick Daddy standards. Fortunately, I was able to purchase this Galen through a private sale for a reduced price. And I think this guy looks pretty alright. I can absolutely see why Brick Daddy wasn't able to do a full public release for this minifigure. But I've gotten customs in worse condition. I know that if this guy had better printing, he would be a perfect addition to any Rogue One collection. This is where the fun begins. This Cloaked Anakin is awesome, and it's something I've wanted since at least early 2023, when Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter was released. This is just one of those versions of Anakin that is really nice to have, since we see him cloaked in Revenge of the Sith a lot. An official Anakin head is included as well, which I appreciate a lot since I don't have any more Anakin heads to swap on here to get a non-Sith Eyes version. And just look at these faces. Another fine addition to my Sleepy Time collection. I have the official Count Dooku minifigure from 2013, and I still think that the minifigure is great, but this is better. I've always maintained that the official Count Dooku is incredibly hard to beat in terms of likeness, but Brick Daddy did it. I love all of the updated details that are added to this figure, and with the really great quality pad printing on the body and legs, it makes it look even better. I only mention the body and legs because if you didn't know already, this is a UV printed head by Weber Bricks. There was a little bit of a mess up at the factory and the pad printed face ended up being way too small, thus deemed Daunt Cuckoo. But Weber has the best quality UV printing, so it really doesn't stand out at all. I am so happy with this minifigure. The Rise of Skywalker is no one's favorite movie. However, Palpatine looked the most menacing in that movie. I said what I said. And Brick Daddy replicated that perfectly with this Sidious. I love the way the Sith eyes look on this gray head. Plus the alternate face really does capture that decrepit and decaying look that Palpy has when we first see him in the movie. But what I love most is this torso. That pattern on the red part is amazing. This intricate detail definitely took a lot of time to get right. And speaking of intricate detail, Brick Daddy's second collaboration with Light Custom, Mother Talzin. I mean, just look at this minifigure. Look at this torso print. This amount of detail is crazy. And that's not to mention the custom molded headpiece produced by Bo-Katan Bricks. It's so well designed and fits with LEGO's aesthetic. Plus this amazing face design. I think this minifigure is the perfect pop of color to any LEGO Clone Wars display, and pairs especially well with Light Custom's Savage Opress and Brick Daddy's Count Dooku from earlier. All of these customs are top notch, except maybe Galen, but that isn't Brick Daddy's fault. These minifigures represent hours and hours of hard work, and it really shows in the final product. And it makes them worth every penny. I always say this, but I am so excited to see whatever customs are up next for Brick Daddy, because he always puts his all into these minifigures. Later.